Well, for all its technological advancements, the cell phone has become really known for something that's less desirable, and that is rudeness. Communication has become less personal, and as a result, one local professor says we're all becoming less civil. It's a special report on why some of us have become so rude and ways to reverse the current trend. You've seen that guy, and maybe he's you. He's having a conversation with someone while texting at the same time. Is that okay? Well, for some, it's just one more example of everyday rudeness. Students at the U of M Flint told us they see that sort of thing all the time.
Like when I hold the door open for somebody and they don't say thank you, or if like they're in front of me and they like let it slam in my face, I find that very rude.
When they're chewing their gum and they're smacking it, it's so annoying. And when the teacher's like lecturing or something and right next to me, all I hear is that noise. Oh, it drives me through the roof.
Others told us, well, they don't like it when people are rude. Most times, they just go with it.
You don't want to be that person sometimes that, I don't know, be annoying by telling them to stop being annoying.
I was just straight up telling them, like, you're being rude. Like, maybe you should listen to me more instead of being on your cell phone.
A professor of psychology here at the U of M Flint is writing a book on rudeness. What is it?
Just being uncivil, being unkind, not taking others' needs into consideration.
Dr. Douglas admits teachers are on the receiving end of rudeness all the time.
A lot of my professors said they find it rude, like when we text during lectures or something. Yeah, that
Do you do that?
Only if it's my mother. If it's my mother.
So yes, you do.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Is that rude?
Yeah, it is rude. I'm sorry, professors.
Do you ever text people while you're having a conversation with someone else?
I try not to.
But you have.
Occasionally I do when I'm in the car.
Busted. So why are we so rude? Well, Dr. Douglas says it's because we're stressed out like never before. And technology isn't helping.
It makes us believe that we have these relationships that we don't really have. You know, if you don't see someone face to face and you don't interact with them in person, then there's no personal cost. So being rude has no cost to it.
How can we be less rude? Dr. Douglas says people should cut their activities in half. Much of the stuff we're doing, he says, we don't really need to do. Also, have more face-to-face conversations and rely less on texting and Facebook. Plus, get to know your neighbors. After all, you never know when you might need one.
Everyone's moving so fast-paced, so sometimes you have to slow down and just say, yeah, that's rude, and recognize that it's rude, and tell people that, hey, that's rude, you know?
Cut that out.
Right. Tell them, no, that's not okay.
Joel Feick, NBC 25 News. Tough to do, you know, to
Nice
really
job.
call somebody out
Yeah.
and say, you know what, that's kind of rude. So,
Yeah,
you know.
I could see you doing that though.
Yeah, well.
You know,
if
What'd
do
you
it-
learn
being
though,
rude.
by talking to all these people?
Yeah, what did I learn?
Yeah.
That it's all out there. I mean, it is a big problem, especially because of the cell phone, and drivers were telling us, you know, that they have a problem with people honking the horn and stuff like that.
I had a professor that made 2 students stand up out of a lecture of, a couple hundred people.
Yeah.
And made them walk out.
Because they were.
They were actually just like reading the newspaper, and they had the newspaper like right up here.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
in
that's
class.
just obnoxious.
Yeah.
It is, but I think when you're in a class of a couple hundred, you lose sight of that.
Yeah, you do.
I was talking to a teacher the other day recently who's been a teacher for years, and she said that each year it seems like the kids are getting worse because of technology.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, that's part of it. And Jared Smith is here this morning. And Jared, what are people saying there on our website about this?
Well, it's actually funny. While that package was going on, I was taking a picture and sending a tweet. So not to be rude to you guys, but just to make the point a little bit clear. But that is the interesting thing. I get this all the time when you're out at a restaurant or somewhere and you're trying to talk to someone and they're on their phone. So it's very prevalent, especially in my generation, the kind of younger internet generation. It's very out there. So we posted on our website today, and we have this little image, what really grinds my gears, and this is kind of pushing this towards what annoys you, that people do that are rude, that annoys you. And that's what we asked our Facebook fans this morning. And guys, we got some very, very good responses. Some of them are funny. Some of them are a little bit not as funny. Let's start out with Tommy right here, and I can already hear you guys chuckling in the background. Tommy right at the top. How about making eye contact? People don't look up for anything anymore. Too busy playing on their phone, and that goes back to a lot of things that we talked about during that segment. And look at Lindsay. I think this is a good one. It's a very personal story. True story. I was at Target, 7 months pregnant, pushing a cart with a 2-year-old in it. A girl pushing a cart while texting ran into me, looked up, then proceeded to go around me and continue texting without saying a word. And similar to Nancy right underneath it, I work at a credit union. It annoys me when someone is having a conversation while I'm trying to wait on them. So apparently while Nancy is handing them money, the person who is getting the money is too busy talking, to their friend or on their phone. So maybe Nancy should, put a couple 20s off to the side. They probably aren't even paying attention, right? But keep commenting on this. NBC 25 News is our Facebook page, or you can get it on our website, mynbcnews.com. What grinds your gears, guys?
What grinds your gears? I love it.
Yeah. Way in there.
Anything that makes you, that is really rude on your end? Like what grinds your gears, Jamie?
I can think of a lot of things, but it's mainly driving stuff.
We've talked about this before.
Oh, we always talk about driving
Honking
stuff.
And,